we do. But you gotta bring it home to me. I've got some good love, and then again, do more and show. When I get the way my thought and all, you know you'll be around for more. Oh, run on, down by the desert. Just don't love. Brand down thing, let me light your chemicals. Mama, I'm sure I'd handle now, yes, I am. Actions speak loud in the words, and I'm a man with the greatest fear. But I love you better than him. Take my hand, don't be afraid, I'm gonna prove every word I say. Advertise the love for free so you can pay to bear with me. But run on, not by the desert. Tips in love. That little thing, let me light your chemicals. So mama, I'm sure I'll handle now, yes I am. Hey, hard to handle that. Baby, here I am, a man on the scene. Give you what you want, but you got to bring it home to me. There's a good little love, and then I got a little more in store. When I get the baby thorn and all, know you'll be around for more. Boys run on, not by the desert. Touch and love, pretty little thing, let me light your chemicals. Mama, I'm sure I'll handle now, yes I am. Yeah. Honey, handle that. Get it. Boys run along and got my love, but you just don't love. Pretty little thing, let me light your chemicals. Mama, I'm sure I'd handle now, yes I am. Yeah, hard to handle that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Welcome to another American River College Athletics broadcast brought to you by Stones Radio Networks. Coming to you live from beautiful campus of American River College in Sacramento, California. Today's game is sponsored by United Rentals, Ace Body and Towing, the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, Grateful Bread, Super Taco, and Taylor Builders. To get you ready for today's matchup, let's send it up to the booth to the legend, Mark the Phantom Lowe, to bring you all of today's action.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to a somewhat chilly Beaver Field on the campus of American River College in lovely Sacramento, California. We've got morning baseball for you, morning Big 8 Conference baseball between the American River College Beavers and the visiting Diablo Valley College Vikings, the second of a three-game series to open up Big 8 Conference play. The Beavers coming off a win on Tuesday where they took down the Vikings 8-3, a big win for the Beavers. They are 5-8 on the season. Vikings at 3-11, and we are getting an early start today because of impending weather, although right now it's chilly but very playable out here. Although they did take about 7 minutes to take the conversation at home plate between the managers, and I was kind of telling them to, let's go, let's wrap it up, let's get going. We never know how much window we're going to have. It's going to be Anthony O'Connor on the mound for the Beavers, 2-2 on the season for Anthony. He has an ERA of 2.25, very impressive, 24 innings pitched, 26 strikeouts, and 11 base on balls. He is a sophomore left-hander out of Woodland High School. He will be facing the Vikings. Vikings lineup will be coming up to the plate against Anthony O'Connor. And let's take a look at the lineup right now, thanks to the magic of Mr. Stones McCoy, Mr. Chris Toy, who are behind the scenes today. Zach Ragland starting it off. Zach was 2 for 3 in the game on Tuesday, and an RBI had a red scored. Also, Joey Ruski, you see, batting third, hitting at .333. Evan Merce down at number 7, hitting at .303. So that is the lineup. Ragland, Malton, and Ruska will be the first hitters, and we'll get started right here from Beaver Field. Mark the Phantom Low along with Stones McCoy and Chris Toy. The first pitch is high from Anthony O'Connor, and we are underway at, let's call it 10:07 p.m. Ragland 4-12 on the season, 6 runs batted in. He comes to us from San Ramon, California, and he takes a strike on the inside corner. He's a center fielder. Duncan Hansen behind the plate for the Beavers. 1 ball and 1 strike. Breaking ball is inside. That's a chopper over the mound. That's going to be a tough play for Eels at shortstop. Picks it up, goes across the diamond, and doesn't get him at first base. Nice try by Darren Eels out at shortstop, but Ragland beats it out, gets the base hit. First hit of the game for the Vikings, and that will bring up Charlie Malton, who is the pitcher today for Diablo Valley. Take a look at the defensive alignment while we have a second here for the Beavers as Eels tries to make that play. We've got Eels, Brett Griffiths at third, Reynolds at second, Tatum at first. In the outfield, it's Balky, Winalski, and Babada. And behind the plate, it's Duncan Hansen for Anthony Akonis, the left-hander out of Woodland. Charlie Malton, pitching today, played second base yesterday. He is out of Pleasant Hill, California, was 1 for 3 yesterday. Up here with a runner at first and nobody out, starting off the top of the first inning here. Pitch is on the outside corner, called a strike on 1. Joey Ruska to follow, then John Curran. The first 4 for the Vikings, 3-11 on the campaign. Connors to the plate, shows bunt, pops the bunt up down the first base line. Hansen gives chase, a little dive, and not quite in time for Duncan. It's 0-2. 8-3 the score in the game on Tuesday. A little misleading. The game tied going into the top of the 7th at 3-3. Beavers scored 3 times in the 7th and twice in the 9th to eventually win it 8-3, but only 4 of their 8 runs were earned as the Vikings committed 4 errors in the field. Beavers had great pitching from Tyler Moore and Joey Garantini. Joey picked up the win. That's a check swing outside, and it's just outside for a ball. Garantini got the win in relief of Tyler Moore. They combined for 13 strikeouts and just 2 walks for the Beavers to get that W. Malton now 1-2. There goes the runner. It's inside. The throw to second's going to be just a little bit too late, and Ragland's in there with a stolen base. 2-2 count on Charlie Malton. Just getting started here, top of the first, Beaver Field, on a very overcast morning, but Chris Toy assures me the rain's not coming for a couple hours. That's a fastball inside corner, call strike 3, and Malton is out on strikes. 1 out, 1 on here in the top of the first for the Vikings. Joey Ruska, the catcher, coming to the plate, hitting at .333. Out of Walnut Creek, California. Has 8 runs batted in for DVC in their first 14 games. 2 teams will conclude this series on Saturday at Diablo Valley. 1-0 on Ruska. Hardy crowd out here checking out the action. Mostly home crowd. Breaking ball, nice looking pitch, but it missed. 2-0. O'Connor's 2-2, 2.25 ERA. Left-hander looks in, gets the sign from Duncan Hansen behind the plate. Ragland out at second. That ball's fouled out of play. Zach Ragland got the infield single, stole second. Malton called out on strikes for the first out of the game. And we go to Joey Ruska. John Curran, the first baseman, to follow. Akonis, a sophomore out of Woodland. 2-1 pitch is also fouled out of play to our right. Evens it up at 2-2. First canine sighting down there. Kind of a miniature French bulldog or something. I don't know. Pretty good looking dog down there. We'll have to get the cameras on that guy. It's the pug mix, as Chris Toy points out. 2-2. That one just misses 3-2. Not even watching the game, though. See? Ah, man. You bring them all out. Maybe you're looking for a treat, but see, if you give her a treat, then it won't watch the game. It'll watch you getting more treats. See, that's the flaw in your reasoning there, Mr. Toy. High pop-up. Short right center field, second baseman going out. Right fielder coming in and makes the catch. That's a fine play by Wyatt Balky coming in from his right field spot the last second to make the catch for the second out of the inning. So John Curran coming to the plate. Reynolds was going out from second base. Winalski came in from center field, but it was Balky who took over at the last second and made a big play on what could have been a problem for the Beavers. 2 outs, and here's Curran. 302 on the season for John. 12 runs batted in. He fouls that one off to our right. Oh, 0-1 on John Curran. Out of Pleasant Hill, California. He popped it up right side. Balky giving chase on that one. Tatum going back here. Balky makes the catch again. Nice job, Wyatt Balky. Good inning there for Anthony Aconis. 1 hit, no runs for the Vikings. Vikings nothing. Beavers coming to bat.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Welcome back to the bottom of the first at Beaver Field. Vikings don't score in the top of the inning, even though they did pick up an infield single. Stolen base, got the runner to second, but that's where he stayed as Wyatt Balky took care of the last 2 putouts of the inning. Beavers coming up to the plate. Brett Griffiths, Nick Golden, Darren Eels will be their first hitter. 3 hitters against Charlie Malton, who's making just his second appearance on the mound, the freshman out of Pleasant Hill. And he will face Griffiths, Golden, and Eels. Just want to welcome a new sponsor to the Stones Radio Networks, JRG Construction. JRG Construction, 916-919-5959 for all your construction needs. And we welcome a new sponsor to join our friends, Grateful Bread and the Super Tacos and Ace Body and Towing. You know, we've got a couple there, but it's always nice to get a new one in there. After this pitch, we will put up the batting lineup for your Beavers. That one's fouled off by Brett Griffiths, and so let's take a look at that lineup now as Brett leads us off at 286. Darren Eels had a pair of RBIs out of the 3 spot on Tuesday. So did Duncan Hansen, the catcher, and Balky hitting at a crisp 372 with a home run for the Beavers, highlighting that lineup. And that one either hit the batter or hit the knob of the bat. I think there's a disagreement over those 2 options. I shouldn't have put both options out there because the batter took one and the umpire took the other one, and he's going to ask his buddy down there at first base, Brett seemingly is going to go ask for x-rays, and that would probably decide it, although you could say pre-existing injury. And they're going to call it, I believe. So I would just do that thing where you hold your hands up next to each other and see if one of them is swollen, and that's the way you tell. I mean, it's scientific. Well, Brett's going to go show the trainer where his a hairline fracture of the wrist. I don't mean to make fun of that, obviously make light of an injury. That's not what we were trying to do here, but he seems quite convinced that he was hit by the pitch, and if he's not hit by the pitch, he's taking it to very long heights here, taking it all the way to the end to try to show the umpire, who's now going to come back and say, hey, dude, you've got a camera. Did you want to? Maybe he knows Stones Radio Networks probably has the capability. We can go back and freeze frame that, get a doctor in here to take a look at it and see what we can come up with. But Griffiths at the same time, for all that is said and done, he's got to go ahead and he's still showing his arm up to Coach Jay, who does have, I think he went to a couple of classes, I think he watched Grey's Anatomy for one season, so he knows pretty much what's going on. He goes back disgruntled to third, and the worst part of that is you're going to get a strike on that for a foul ball, so it's 0-2 now on Brett Griffith out of Judgewood High School, sophomore, playing at third base. 8 runs batted in, 9 runs scored. Big breaking ball is behind him, over the top of him. And he is still wincing from the foul ball that occurred a minute ago. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nick Golden to follow. He is the DH in today's contest. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brett Griffith. Charlie Malton on the hill for the Vikings. 1-2 pitches chopped to the plate, and it's off of Brett, so he will try it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jameel Pugh, the great Jameel Pugh, out there taking pictures to display all over the place. And he's just got them all over the place. Fastball is outside from Malton, who kind of threw himself off balance with that one. So evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Second game of Big 8 conference action. Griffith's big chopper out towards second base. Foley has it over to first for the out. So after all that, Brett grounds out to second base, and that'll bring up Nick Golden. Let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Diablo Valley College Vikings. Or we could take a look at defensive alignment for the Beavers again, just so you remember that. You want to remember the Beavers when they come out for the top of the second. There's Ship, Raglan, and Ship in the outfield. Fastball is high. In the infield, we've got at third base Mers, then Scott at short, Foley at second, Kern at first, Joey Ruska behind the plate, and Charlie Malton on the hill for the Vikings. 1 out, and here's Nick Golden. 2 for 8 on the year for Nick Golden. Coming out of El Camino High, takes a strike, evens it up at 1-1. He does have 1 run batted in. Just a freshman out of El Camino. Darren Eels will follow him. Takes that one in there for a strike, 1-2. So Malton ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out here, bottom of the first. Coming to you from Beaver Field on the campus of American River College. Golden takes outside, where we're scheduled to return in 48 hours to bring you a doubleheader softball-wise between American River and Cosumnes River College. Weather permitting, will be on the air at 12 o'clock for that one. That is a little bit of a quick pitch there, and it's high for a ball. Full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Softball, Beavers picked up a big win on the road against Santa Rosa a couple days ago. That one is in there for call strike 3. 2 outs for the Beavers here in the bottom of the first. That brings up Darren Eels at 180 on the season. A home run and 8 runs batted in, including the 2 he got in Tuesday's win. Darren comes to us from Bear Creek High in Stockton. He is a sophomore. Second year anchoring shortstop for Coach Jay and the Beavers. Doug Jumale, our coach for American River College. It's Dennis Luque. That's a big chopper out toward Foley again. He's got it. Throws to first, and that's the inning. Easy inning for basically both pitchers. We go to the top of the second. No score.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run away.
Yeah.
I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
Yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
I know
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many. Top of the second from Beaverfield. American River against Diablo Valley. The Vikings will set up Daily Ship, then James Foley and Evan Mers, the first three hitters here against Anthony O'Connor. Swinging a miss by Ship, who's hitting at 179 on the season. Out of Vacaville, California. Daly in right field. Darian Ship is in left field. That is in there for a strike, and Darian also from Vacaville. So I think that's too much of a coincidence for them to both be named Ship and both be from Vacaville and have their first name start with a D, not for them to be connected somehow. I'm going out on a limb. That's hit out into right field. Balky gives ground a little bit and makes the catch. So hit well by Ship, but right at Wyatt Balky in right field. He has three straight putouts, and it's James Foley's turn, the second baseman. 233 on the year for James Foley. 4 runs batted in. Make that 3 runs batted in. Out of Livermore, California, their freshman catcher and second baseman, so he's at second base today. Left-hander against left-hander. Nice breaking ball by O'Connor, and that gets him ahead in the count. No balls and 1 strike. Checking from my little pooch down there. I don't see him in action. He might just be taking a snooze, though. That's hit slowly out toward Reynolds at second base, has it on a hop, goes to first, and gets him by a half a step as Foley runs that one all the way out. Almost got himself an infield single, but 2 outs very quickly for the Vikings in the second, and Evan Mers is going to be the hitter, the third baseman. Out of Brentwood, California, sophomore. 303 on the year for the left-hander, and 7 runs batted in. He's followed by Darian Ship in the number 8 spot. Connis comes right down the middle, 0-1, so he's quickly ahead in the count to Evan. Evan was 1 for 4 in yesterday's contest. Only 5 hits in that game for the Vikings. Joey Garrienti and Tyler Moore combining for a gem. That one's just a little low. 2-1 now on Mers. Fastball got the corner. Nice pitch by O'Connor. 24 innings for Anthony, 26 strikeouts, 11 base on balls. Picked up a strikeout back in the first inning. That's hit well to right field. Balky still going back, reaches up and makes the catch running away from the plate. So Wyatt Balky, a very busy guy in right field, will go to the bottom of the second. Vikings nothing, Beavers nothing.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Town. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos, We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Bottom of the second inning, it's Wyatt Balky, it's Jaden Reynolds, and it's Duncan Hansen for the Beavers. 4, 5, and 6 against Charlie Malton, who was very impressive in the first inning, getting a couple groundouts and a strikeout. Right-hander delivers. There's a hard shot at second, but Foley has it on a hop, throws to first, and it gets away at first base. It's going to be an error on the throw from Foley at second. The Beavers have their first base runner. First error of the game for the Vikings. Balky hitting at 372, hit the ball very hard. It came up on a one hop to Foley, and his throw just to the right of the first baseman, John Curran, couldn't handle it. And here's Jaden Reynolds hitting at 205. Freshman out of Bella Vista High School. Balky out of Wood Creek. He is a sophomore. Reynolds shows bunt, bunts it hard at the third baseman. Scooped up. He's going to have to go to first. And all the way around second into third is the base runner, Wyatt Balky. Tremendous job by both Reynolds and Balky, and Wyatt never stopped as Reynolds got it down to third base. It was thrown out by Mers to first to Curran, but Balky never stopped, gets all the way over to third. It's a sacrifice for Reynolds. Puts the runner not only in scoring position, but I don't know if he gets a double sacrifice for that. I don't know what the scoring is. We'll have to go to the highest authorities in the land, but it doesn't matter because Hansen now comes up with a runner in third, and Duncan, 213, 7 runs batted in, had 2 of those on Tuesday in that win over the Vikings. Takes a breaking ball, good-looking pitch in there for a strike on 1. Duncan, a sophomore from Del Campo High School. It's followed by Wyatt Winalski in the order, and yes, that is the Cougars, one of many high schools attended by Stones McCoy. That's a fastball in there for a strike, and his never-ending quest to outwit the San Juan Unified School District, and hopefully that his transcripts would never catch up to his current school. I think they're still investigating that, and it's decades later. Hansen quickly 0-2 against Malton. Duncan takes a fastball that just misses outside. He's in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Balky over at third, just 1 out. Hansen fouls that one away. He's just in there trying to take cuts, staying alive. Stays at 1-2 on the right-hand hitting catcher. Infield is back for the Vikings, so a grounder should get the run in. Inside, nice job behind the plate by Ruska to block that one and keep it from going back to the backstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Duncan Hansen. Beavers' next home game will be next Thursday. That's hit sharply out at shortstop. Balky's going to come in as the throw goes to first base, and Hansen comes through with the RBI ground out. Scott DeCurran retires him for the second out of the inning. But Balky, good base running and a good sacrifice. That brings the first run of the game across. It's an underrun, of course. But Hansen with his 9th, make that 8th run batted in on the season and 3rd of the week. And here's Wyatt Winalski. Winalski takes a fastball outside, and give Hansen credit. He was overmatched in the first couple pitches of that at bat and hung in there, got the count to 2-2, and then delivered a shot out to Scott at shortstop. Winalski takes outside again, 2-0. Wyatt followed by Willie Tatum for Coach Jay. Beavers leading at 1-0. This is outside again, so 3-0 and basically the same spot. Winalski 267 on the year. Wide from San Juan High. He takes ball 4. So an error and a walk in the inning here, and Willie Tatum coming to the plate. Sophomore from Grant High School, hitting at 158 with 5 runs batted in. Beavers have scratched out a run here in the bottom of the second. They lead at 1-0. Marcus Pabada, number 9 hitter on deck. Tatum takes a pitch up high for a ball. So 5 straight balls for Charlie Malton. After the Hanson RBI groundout. Throw over to first base. Not in time to get Winalski. Outfield straight away and pretty deep on Willie Tatum, who takes that one in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ball not usually carry that well here at Beaver Field, and with the wind at 12 miles an hour, with gusts up to 28, I'm told, it'll be hard to get one out of here. Throw over to first base again, but standing up, getting back is Winalski. Charlie Malton making just his first start of the season. He just had 1 inning pitched on the season. There goes the runner. It's hit high up in the air. Going to be short center field. The shortstop's going to actually go at Scott and make the catch in short center field. So 1 run, no hits, and 1 left. We go to the 3rd inning. Beavers up by 1.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get
lot.
out of the parking lot.
So we just moments ago, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jerry Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear
He
something
dresses different. He has his
Yeah.
suit on and stuff.
So it's like, hey, fans, I'm different.
Moving along to the top of the 3rd, Beavers lead at 1-0. Darian Shipp, Elijah Scott, and Zach Ragland, 8, 9, and 1 for the Vikings. That one's lined into center field. The first pitch by Shipp, and he's got himself a solid base hit, 2nd hit of the game for the Vikings. Shipp came in at 222 out of Vacaville, but that's a line drive base hit up the middle and brings up Elijah Scott in the 9 spot.
Great. That's shortstop.
Elijah out of Concord, California. Up here in what seems to be a sacrifice situation. He has 5 runs batted in. He shows bunt, but Akonis is going to go over to first base to try to keep Shipp close. As Griffiths comes in at third base on the infield grass. Scott showing bunt again. He bunts at it right out in front of the plate, picked up by Hanson, who thought about going to second, but throws to first, and the sacrifice is successful by Elijah Scott. It moves Shipp into scoring position for Zach Ragland, who had an infield single his first time up the center fielder. Came in at .412 on the year, has a half dozen runs batted in, picked up one on Tuesday. Also had a run scored and 2 hits in that game, won by the Beavers 8-3 down at DBC, where they will continue and end this 3-game series on Saturday. Breaking ball's chopped down to third. Griffiths has it, rooks the runner back across the diamond to first base. Well played by Brett Griffiths at third base, and Ragland is the second out of the inning, and that'll leave it all up to Charlie Malton, the pitcher, who struck out looking back in the first inning. He also had a hit, scored a run on Tuesday. Charlie, a freshman out of Pleasant Hill, California, stands in here with 2 outs and Darian Ship down on second base. Joey Ruska is in the on-deck circle. Charlie takes it in there for a strike. 0-1. Kind of, if I can read his mind, he's like, that was not a strike when I was pitching. Again, that's just me reading his mind. It's not legally binding. Reynolds holding the runner at second base. On swings, fouls it in the catcher's glove, 0-2. Looked like Anthony took something off that one, and he is ahead in the count. But again, Reynolds shadowing the runner at second base, leaving a little bit of a hole there at second base for Melton to try to shoot the ball through. That's a fastball call, strike 3 again. So Malton is down on strikes for the second time. We go to the bottom of the third, and the Beavers lead at 1-0.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Bottom of the third inning, Beavers lead at 1-0. Just watching our canine friend down there, who I've named Rascal, I think is what his name is, and he is just playing ball with his owner. So he's having a good time, and so are we here as the Beavers have the 1-0 lead. Marcus Pavada, number 9, then Brett Griffiths and Nick Golden. So it's 9-1-2 against Charlie Malton, who gets that one in there for a call strike, 0-1. Rascal, not really a great name. I'll workshop that, but kind of looks like a rascal. Swing and a miss. Oh, quickly ahead, 0-2. Bravada, 176 on the season. Marcus out of Bear Creek High, sophomore left fielder, hitting from the left side here against the right-hander Malton, whose fastball just misses outside. 1-2. 1 strikeout, 1 base on balls for Charlie Malton through the first 2 innings. Chopped out towards second. Foley goes to his left, has it on the big hop, and throws him out. So busy day, busy first 9 batters for Foley at second base. He throws out Babada for the first out of the third, and here's Brett Griffiths, who grounded out to Foley his first time up. So James has been very busy. Griffiths at 286. He scored 9, he's driven in 8, and he hits a big chopper out to Scott. He's going to have to go. He tries to flag it down to his left, and it's a solid base hit for Brett Griffiths. First hit of the game for the Beavers, and it was a big chopper that kind of skidded on the second bounce, and Scott was given ground anyway. It would have been a tough play to throw Griffiths out at first base had he made it, but it went under his glove into center field where Ragland retrieved it, returned it to the infield. First runner via the hit for the Beavers, and here's Nick Golden. He struck out looking back in the first inning, so Nick is 0 for 1, the freshman from El Camino. Hitting at .222 now and 9 at-bats on the season. Left-hander takes outside for a ball, 1-0. Darren Eels to follow in the order for Coach Jay today. Beavers 5-8 on the year. Vikings 3-11. Griffiths with the lead. Here he goes. Pitches a strike. The throw to second base is going to be on a short hop, but a fine play by Scott to handle the throw and make the tag. And Griffiths is out trying to steal. Ruska got it down there quickly, but it took Elijah Scott with some nifty glove work to handle the throw and lay the tag on for the second out of the inning. And a 1-ball, 1-strike count here on Golden. Hits it sharply right back at the pitcher, and Moulton's going to run the requisite 50% of the way to first before he underhands it to the first baseman, Curran, and that is the end of the third inning. We go to the fourth with the Beavers leading at 1-0.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't really.
Time of the fourth inning here from Beaver Field. It is Joey Ruska, then John Kern and Daly Ship for the Vikings against Anthony O'Connor, who's given up 2 hits in the first 3 innings. He has struck out 2. That's a solid shot to the right of shortstop. What a play out there by Eels. He gets up, he throws across the diamond. It's not going to be in time. So it's a solid infield hit for Ruska to start off the inning. Joey had flied to right his first time up. So third hit of the game, second infield hit for the Vikings. It brings up John Kern, who flied to right his first time. Almost late coming back from the half inning because our friend Rasco found another dog out there, and he was going after him, chasing him out there. A bigger dog. There's a breaking ball as Curran showed bunt, but he pulled the bat back, and it's a ball, 1-0. I think they've averted any kind of disaster, though. But, again, I'm workshopping the name Rascal. Chris Toy, I don't think agrees with it. We're going to come up with something better. That's fouled out of play to our right. But I was not surprised when, for now, there Rascal's back now. Oh, yeah, he's looking. Oh, he wants to go back at him. Yeah, there he goes. You got to hold on to that guy. Yep. There's a lot going on. Shows bunt, high curveball, ball 2. Throw to first by Duncan Hansen, not in time, as Ruska's back. So it's 2-1 on Curran. Nobody out here. Runner at first. Third hit for the Vikings. See if Curran, he's going to not. He hits that one well to left field. In his tracks almost, Marcus Babata, though, gets it back in. So that ball hit well by Curran. Second time he's hit the ball well, and he's 0 for 2 to show for it. And with Ruska still at first base, it's time for Daly Ship, the right fielder, who flied out to right his first time up. Dalen is out of Vacaville. Hitting in the number 5 spot. 179 coming in with 4 runs batted in. O'Connor to the plate, chopped down third base way. Nice play by Griffith to cut it off to second for 1 over to first, and they're going to turn the double play. Good job, 5-4-3 for the Beavers. Getting O'Connor out of the top of the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Beavers lead by 1.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Welcome back. Bottom of the fourth inning from Beaver Field. Darren Eels wide, Balky, Jaden Reynolds against Charles Malton. Malton with just the one hit allowed, an unearned run back in the second inning, so he trails it 1-0. And here's Eels, who grounded to second his first time up. Darren had a couple of runs batted in on Tuesday in the Beavers' 8-3 win. That's fouled back to the screen, so it's 0-1. We are checking out the progress of formerly Rascal, and we've changed his name to Rocky now. I think I'm trying to get the Rocky cam working so we can show you. And then we'll just take submissions from people on what they think his name should be. That's hit sharply into left field for a base hit. Eels hit it right by the third baseman, Mers. And he is on with a solid single. Second hit of the game for the Beavers. Second in the last 2 innings. And here's wide Balky, who reached on an error and scored back in the second inning. Went from first to third on the sacrifice bunt by Reynolds and scored on the ground out by Duncan Hansen. So Wyatt 372 on the year, a home run and 7 batted in. High pop-up. Short center going out is Scott at shortstop. Center fielder calls him off. That's Ragland, makes the long run and calls off Scott at the last moment to make the catch for the first out. Balky retired, and here is Jaden Reynolds, who had the sacrifice back in the second inning. The freshman from Bella Vista hitting a 205. Left-handed hitting second baseman. Steps in here now with 1 out, and Eels still down at first base. Oh, there's Rocky's friend coming in, and now they're going to mix it up again right behind home plate. Oh, no, it's that's not good. He took Rocky's thing that Rocky was chasing and bringing back like his ball. I don't know if that's going to work out at all. Rocky is not happy. Outside fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. A little bit of, is that a golden retriever now? Yeah, he's kind of mixing it up with Rocky. A throw back to first base, and Eels is in. And now Rocky's going to lead this. I think that's a smart idea. You want to keep, I mean, maybe there's a previous history. I don't know. That is just a little bit outside. 2-0 now on Reynolds. Duncan Hansen is on deck. That's a good-looking fastball and hits the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Beavers lead at 1-0. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning from Beaver Field, which right now has a little bit of sun working. This game originally scheduled for 2 o'clock, moved all the way up to 10 a.m. Line drive shortstop. Nice play off the glove, though, of Scott. Runner had to hold up. Scott picks it up, throws to second, but it pulls the second baseman off the bag fully, and the Beavers are going to have 2 on and just 1 out. So Reynolds is on. tough play for Scott. He got up, tried to make the throw to second, and pulled Foley off the bag. So Hansen will come to the plate with runners at first and second now, and just one out here in the fourth. Runs at a premium so far in this one, as Malton and O'Connor have matched up in a pitcher's duel. Hansen chops it foul. Duncan was a little off, a little out of sync the first couple of pitches in his first at bat, but regained it by the end of the at bat. Hit a sharp grounder out to shortstop to score balky from third with the only run of the game. 8th run batted in for the sophomore catcher. Out of Del Campo High School. That one's in the dirt. That's another Aruska nice stop behind the plate. One ball, one strike now on Duncan Hansen. Reynolds at first, Eels at second. Throw back to second, and Duran was not off too far, so not too much of a chore to return to the bag safely. Breaking ball. Down low and outside. So Rocky took off, and then the Golden Retriever, who I'm calling, I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm calling him yet, but he chased Rocky. Maybe Larry, something like that. Big breaking ball misses outside, so 3-1, good count for Duncan Hansen. On deck hitter is Wyatt Winalski for the Beavers. Eels comes at second, 3-1 pitch. Right back up the middle, right to the second baseman. Foley steps on second, throws over to first. And I know he pulled their first baseman off, and the first baseman, John Curran, is not happy with that call, as Foley took his time to get it to first base, but coming off the bag was Curran. Eels moves to third. It's a fielder's choice. Hansen is at first base, and the manager, Dennis Luquette, comes out and asks the base umpire. The base umpire is adamant that the guy was off first base, so you're going to probably ask the home plate umpire to see if he had a better angle, but the base umpire was out towards second base, so he actually had a pretty good angle looking over to first base, and he was pretty adamant in what he had seen, so that is going to stand, even though John Curran is not a fan of that particular decision. The Beavers now still alive here in the fourth, first and third, but 2 outs now. And Wyatt Winalski, who got a base on balls his first time up, 4 straight pitches on the off the outside corner to the left-hand hitting center fielder. He settles in against Malton. And then the manager with some comments that the base umpire did not care for, and he loudly proclaimed time and admonished the coach, the offensive coach over in the first base dugout, home of the Vikings. That's it. Sliced foul right by the dugout. Everybody's ducking over there. So it's 0-1 on Winalski. Wyatt from San Juan High School. The Spartans. A very good mascot, by the way, the Spartans. Very overlooked. You don't see a lot of Spartans anymore. They're kind of out of fashion. They had their problems, of course. Winalski takes a good-looking fastball in there for strike 2, 0-2. So quickly, Malton on top of the count. Willie Tatum loosening up in the on-deck circle. He would be next for the Beavers. There goes the runner. It's lined foul down the left field line and out of play. So Hansen took off with an 0-2 count. He'll have to return to first base. That's how the rules go. Joriska goes out to give the signals to his infielders on what to do in case of the steal. Wyatt settles back in. 0-2. Hansen with a pretty good lead. They're going to throw over there. Bluffing down from third was Darren Eels, but Curran had his eye on the entire situation, saw it developing, and stepped in. In other words, he faked a throw, and everybody returned to their bases. High fastball over the head. Here comes the runner in from third. The throw's going to be too late. That's a wild pitch and a run for the Beavers. Going down to second base is Duncan Hansen, and the Beavers get another break. The errant throw that pulled Curran off of first base allowed them to get another batter to the plate, and they take advantage of the wild pitch. They now lead it 2-0. And Winalski with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Breaking ball swung on and fouled. Catcher throws down to first base. I thought he might have fouled it, but he did not. He missed it. The catcher picked it up. Ratruska throws down to first base for the out. So, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 left. We go to the top of the 5th. The Beavers now lead it 2-0.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Pass swung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid, and that's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Moving along into the top of the 5th from Beaverfield. Mark the Phantom Low here with you. Chris Toy behind the controls. Stones McCoy lurking around somewhere going, I'm the president of Stones Radio Networks. Anyway, James Foley will lead off the 5th. Takes a slow curveball outside for a ball. Foley grounded to second his first time up. Freshman from Livermore playing second base for the Vikings. Hitting at .233 coming in. Takes that one just a little bit outside. So quickly 2 balls and no strikes on Foley. Evan Mers and then Darian Shipp to follow Foley here in the 5th inning for the Vikings. That one misses outside and low, so quickly 3 balls and no strikes. Akonis 3 hits over the first 4 innings. He has struck out 2. He has not walked a batter yet, but he is 3-0 here on James Foley. Inside corner gets him in the count at 3 balls and 1 strike. Check swing, went around, and that's going to be 3-2 on a pitch that probably was ball 4 there, sailing in on the left-hand hitting Foley. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That is inside for ball 4. So there's your first base on balls from O'Connor, and it's Foley to open the 5th inning. Evan Mers coming to the plate, flying to right his first time up, the left-hand hitting infielder out of Brentwood, California. 303 coming in, 7 runs batted in. Another left-handed hitter. Let's see as Griffiths moves in at third base. If the sacrifice is on, O'Connor goes over to first to Willie Tatum. He decides not to tag the runner, just throw the ball back as Rocky returns to the stands. Looks like he was okay. I think our friend Larry might have chased him. Shows bunt. That's bunted foul right at Rocky over there on the third base line. 0-1 now. To Mers, Darian Shipp to follow, then Elijah Scott, the bottom of the order for the Vikings, who lost on Tuesday 8-3, had 5 hits in that game, but they did commit 4 errors. It's a breaking ball, did not go after it. Good eye up there by Murs. That one was close. Pulls the bat back, evens the count at 1-1. Showing bunt again. Bunts at that one and fouls, and that one might have been a worse pitch than the one before it. 1 ball now and 2 strikes as Duncan Hansen retrieves the ball. Over at first base is Foley. He got the base on balls to open the top of the 5th. Griffith still even with the bag at third. 2-2 pitches hit well into right center field, curving over to center field to Winalski, and Wyatt is going to make the catch. A little bit of a slice on that from the left-hand hitting Murs. He hit it well, but Winalski able to track it down for the first out, and here is Darian Shipp, who had a line drive single back up the middle his first time up. That was back in the 3rd inning. Came in at 222 on the year. Sophomore from Vacaville. Breaking ball, just going to miss outside. 1-0 on Shipp. That's inside. Nice block by Hansen. That could have gotten away, but it is 2-0 still on Shipp as Scott waits on deck, the number 9 hitter. Two-0 pitch is lined to right. Coming on is Balke. Makes a bluff, and he's going to throw to second for the force. Great bluff by Balke, who put his hands up like he was going to catch it. Forced the runner to stop. And he throws him out at second base, so it's a very odd fielder's choice there. As Foley is out 9-6 at second base, and Shipp goes to first. So Darian with his second straight line drive, and that one is going to end up a fielder's choice in the book. He is 1 for 2, and here's Elijah Scott, who sacrificed his first time up. Shortstop hitting in the number 9 spot. Takes a fastball, and it misses. Just a well-played line drive by Balke, who just bluffed the runner to stopping and gunned it to second for the force. There's chopped foul by Scott as the runner was on the way. Shipp at first base. He'll have to go back. 1 ball and 1 strike on Elijah Scott. Freshman out of Concord, California. Very worried. Stones McCoy has been absent from the booth for a while, and he's come back with some contraption, which he's placed in the window, and now he's sitting at some computer screen. So we might be hacking into the Pentagon or something. Breaking balls hit out to second base to Reynolds. He's going to go the short way to second for the force. So good job by the Beavers defense. We go to the bottom of the 5th. They lead this one 2-0.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get
lot.
out of the parking lot. So we did.
Bottom of the 5th inning, it'll be Willie Tatum, Marcus Pavada, and Brett Griffiths against Charles Malton, who's been impressive over the first 4. He has given up 3 hits, Gave up one unearned run, one earned run. And he will face 8, 9, and 1 here in the 5th inning. Tatum takes in there for a strike. Malton has 2 strikeouts. He's given up 1 base on balls. Tatum takes that one for a strike. So it's quickly 0-2 on Willie Tatum, the sophomore out of Grant High. Came in at 158, popped out to shortstop his first time up back in the 2nd inning. So Willie is 0 for 1. Takes that one in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's a little stirring in the Vikings bullpen. Again, this is Malton. He's only pitched 1 inning so far this season. He has been impressive through the first 4. Tatum takes ball 2. 2-2. This series wraps up at Diablo Valley College on Saturday afternoon. Tatum hits a chopper out towards second, and Foley makes the play. Gets it to Curran for the out. So Tatum's out 4-3, and that'll bring up Marcus Babada, who grounded out to second his first time up. Number 22 is the sophomore from Bear Creek High School. 176 coming in today with 4 runs batted in. Hitting in the number 9 spot, lefty against the right-hander Malton. Takes a high fastball, 1-0 on Marcus. Beavers got 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th. That is ball 2. So the Lab Charlie is back. Rocky is back, but there's some space between the two. I think owners have learned their lessons. Marcus hits that one high in the air to left field, going back his ship. Still giving ground, gets out to the warning track, and it bounces out of his glove, and Babada is going to be safe at second base. So Babada hit it off field, almost 360 feet out there toward left field. And it looked like a play that Ship could have made. Bounced off his glove, and Babada's at second base with just 1 out, and the batter is Brett Griffiths. And Marcus really put a charge in that one. On a day like this, getting it out to the warning track, and now we're going to have a meeting at the mound. Coach Dennis Lequette going to go out and talk to his pitcher, and we're going to step away for just a second. We are in the bottom of the 5th, and the Beavers have a 2-0 lead.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
So the meeting at the mound is over. Babada out at second base, 1 out here in the 5th. And Griffiths, who's grounded to second and singled at the plate, he is 1 for 2. Brett takes inside, and that time first time at the plate, he got hit in the hand, and they called it a foul ball. That time he got nicked up near the shoulder, and he'll go down to first base hit by a pitch. And so finally, justice is served. First and second, and here's Nick Golden. Struck out and grounded back to the pitcher, so Nick is 0 for 2 in this one. Freshman out of El Camino High School. He is our DH for the Beavers. Takes a high fastball, 1-0. Vikings are at the left-hander loosening up down there now. Darren Eels to follow for the Beavers. Swing and a miss, but the ball's going to get away from the catcher, Ruska. And going to second and third, the Beavers. Griffiths and Babada on the pass ball. So Beavers again in scoring position. Looks like Kendall Eng, the left-hander. E-N-G, Kendall Eng. Freshman is warming up in the pen for the Vikings. 1-1 on Golden. Infield is in now for DVC. Chopper down to first base. Runner's going to come in. The throw to the plate is a little low, gets away, and safe at the plate is Babada. And here comes the second run in, and it's going to be 2 runs scoring for the Beavers. They lead it 4-0. It'll be a fielder's choice on Golden. The ball got through the catcher, so it'll have to be an error on the second runner that scores. So it will be an error charged. And again, as they did on Tuesday, the Vikings had 4 errors on Tuesday, allowing for 4 runs. Half the runs were unearned, and that one is going to be an earned run and then an unearned run. And the Beavers lead it 4-0. Golden gets the run batted in, though. As Babada scored from third, he was going on contact. And then Griffiths comes around as the ball got away. Breaking ball inside to Darren Eels, who has grounded out and singled. Unofficially, the Vikings have 2 errors, but they also have a couple of plays which could have been made. And that led to trouble. That's popped out of play by Eels. Kept the Beavers' innings alive and allowed them to score runs. One and one on Darren Eels, the sophomore from Bear Creek High School. Fastball inside. And he was hit by the pitch as well. So a couple of hit by pitches in this inning. Maybe jersey shots is what we call them. And that'll bring up Wide Balky, who reached on an errant fly to center. And then we're going to have a pitching change, I believe, as here comes the manager for the Vikings. We will step away. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Beavers have put 2 up on the board. They lead it 4-0.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get out of the parking lot.
So just moments ago, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jerry Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear
He
something
dresses different. He has his suit on and stuff.
So it's like, hey, fans, I'm different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the man.
Well,
see, so.
yeah.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now,
Kendall Eng is the new pitcher, number 31 out of San Jose, California for the Vikings, making his 5th appearance. He started one game. He has no wins and losses, 4 strikeouts, 7 walks over 3 1/3 innings, and he will face Wyatt Balke with runners at first and second and 2 runs already in for the Beavers here in the 5th inning. Balke takes it down low for a ball. Wyatt has reached on an air fly to center. Golden is at second base. At first base is Darren Eales, who was hit by the pitch. Malton lasted 4 1/3, gave up just 4 hits, walked 3, struck out 2. Check swing, did he go? We're going to ask somebody, and he says no, he did not. So we'll go at 2 balls and no strikes on Balke. Wyatt has a home run. He's driven in 7, came in with a .372 batting average. He has scored a run in this game back in the 2nd inning. Balke takes a fastball inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike on Wyatt. He is followed by Jaden Reynolds, the second baseman. McGolden picked up his 2nd run batted into the season in this inning. Balke takes inside for a ball, 3-1 on Wyatt. Sophomore from Wood Creek High School, number 11 Wyatt Balke. Had a lot of activity defensively early in this game. Here's the 3-1. Takes it outside and he walks. That loads it up for the Beavers. 2 hit batters in this inning and a walk, and it brings up Jaden Reynolds, who has sacrificed and singled.
Second baseman, Jaden Reynolds.
Left-hand hitting second baseman out of Bella Vista, just a freshman. Got the bases loaded, just 1 out here in the inning. Left-hander against left-hander. Defense middle is in double play depth. The first pitch is outside. Mers is stepped behind the bag at third. In on the grass at first is John Curran, the first baseman. But the corner's almost certainly coming home with a ground ball, as the middle infield will go for 2 on the speedy Reynolds. Breaking ball, nice stop by Ruska to keep that one from going back to the backstop, but it's a 2-ball, no strike count on Reynolds. He's followed by Duncan Hansen. More activity in the Vikings pen. They've got a right-hander working down there, just loosening up. That's a good-looking fastball in there for a strike. 2-1 now on Reynolds. Looks like he was taken all the way on that one. Golden, Eales, and Balke on the bases for ARC. Good-looking pitch, but no call there. So it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Beavers have scored twice in the inning. They lead 4-0 here, trying to take the first 2 in this series against Diablo Valley. That's outside, ball 4. It's an RBI walk for Jaden Reynolds. Coming in to score is Golden. 3rd run of the inning is 5-0 now. Zach Vassell is warming up in the pen for Diablo Valley, right-hander, freshman, as the Vikings congregate at the mound to talk with Ing. Looks like they might be trying to solve for time, as we are going to have a manager come out and make a visit to the mound. We'll step away for just a second. 3 runs in the 5th. The Beavers now leading at 5-0.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed a job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then
respond.
run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause I
Generally,
know-
Fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno. Zach Vassell, the new pitcher for the Vikings. He relieves Kendall Eng. Vassell out of Pleasant Hill, California, making his fifth appearance. He started 3 games, 14 innings, 8 strikeouts, 15 walks. No wins and 2 losses for Zach, and he will face Duncan Hansen with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 5th. 3 runs already in for the Beavers. Henson takes that one in there for a strike. Vassell, a freshman. Oh, 0-1 now on Hanson, who has an RBI ground out in this game. That's outside. Nice block. Oreska behind the plate. 1-1 on Duncan Hanson. RBI ground out in the second, and he hit into a fielder's choice. That was back in the 4th inning. Picked up RBI number 8 on the year. Watches that one all the way in and takes it down low for a ball. Outside, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike on Hanson. Came in at 213, the sophomore from Del Campo High School. Had 2 runs batted in on Tuesday. Fouls that one off. A good-looking fastball. 3 balls and 2 strikes from the newcomer Vassell. Malton started, then Kendall Eng pitched to 2 hitters, and now Zach Vassell. Anthony O'Connor has gone the first 5 innings for the Beavers. 3-2 coming up to Hanson. Hit sharply into left field. That's a solid base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes the second one. He will also score. The throw will be cut off. It's a 2-run single by Duncan Hanson. The Beavers have put 5 up on the board, and they leave it 7-0. Hanson with his 3rd run batted in of the day, 5th of the week. Jaden Reynolds stops out at second base. 6th hit of the game for the Beavers, and here's Wyatt Winalski, who has walked and struck out. Good-looking fastball in there for a call. Strike 0-1 on Wyatt Winalski with Willie Tatum to follow. Ninth batter in the inning here for the Beavers as they put 5 up on the board. 3 hits and 1 error for Diablo. Fouled off to the screen to the back here for Winalski. So it's quickly 0-2 on Wyatt. Even at 267, he has a trio of runs batted in. Playing out in center field for Coach Jay today. Fastball down low. 1-2 now on Wyatt Winalski. Sharply to first. Curran has it. He's going to go to second. And he hit the runner in the back. The ball goes out into short left center field. Scoring is Reynolds, and Hanson will go to third. So it's an error on the first baseman, Curran, the third error of the game, second of the inning. And Willie Tatum will be the hitter. Willie has popped out and grounded to second. So just like Tuesday, defense is hurting the Vikings as they've committed their third error of the game. Runners now at second and third. And Willie Tatum looking to add to his total of 5 runs batted in for the season. Takes it high and inside to fastball. 1 ball and no strikes on Willie, a sophomore out of Grant High. Infield regular depth for the Vikings. Tatum takes that one outside, 2-0. Beavers have scored 5 times here in the 5th. They lead at 7-0. Fouled back to the screen by Willie. Tatum takes that one in there for a strike. Checking up my numbers here. I think that is 6 runs in the inning for the Beavers. With Hanson at third and Winalski at second. Chop out towards second. Run will score. Foley plays that one back. Goes to first for the out. And an RBI ground out for Willie Tatum. Hanson scores. Moving to third is Winalski and Marcus Babada coming to the plate. Babada is grounded to second, and he has doubled. And back earlier in the inning. Got a runner down at third base. The first pitch is inside. 1-0. Looks like Charlie Malton moved out to second base when he left the mound, and so Foley is in the dugout. That is fouled at the plate. So Malton now playing second base. One ball, 1 strike to Marcus Babada. That's going to get away, and here coming in from third to score is Winalski. So 8 runs in the inning. It's now 10-0 for the Beavers. That one on the pass ball there. Two and one on Marcus Babata. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Good looking fastball from Vassell. Evens the count up. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. 8 runs for the Beavers in the 5th. We go to the 6th. They lead it 10-0.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Town. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the top of the 6th inning. Anthony Aconda's out on the mound now with a 10-0 lead thanks to the 8-run 5th. He'll face Zach Ragland, Charlie Malton, and Joey Ruska, the first 3 hitters. Ragland is singled and grounded to third, so Zach is 1 for 2 in this one. Came in at 4-12 on the season. Takes that one right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 hits so far, allowed by Akonis. He has struck out 2, outside with the breaking ball. 2-1. Anthony working on a 2-2 season, 26 strikeouts in 24 innings. Hit sharply out to the right of short. That's going to be a tough play for Eels. Makes the throw, but it's not in time. So it's another infield single for Zach Ragland. He is 2 for 3 after going 2 for 3 on Tuesday. And here's Charlie Malton, who started off on the mound and now is at second base for the Vikings. The freshman from Pleasant Hill has struck out twice so far in this one. Had a run scored and a hit in the game on Tuesday. Line drive into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit in front of Winalski. And quickly 2 hits here in the 6th inning for the Vikings. They have now 5 in the game. And here's Joey Ruska, the catcher, hitting .333 coming in. He has flied to right and singled, so he is 1 for 2. 8 runs batted in on the campaign, with one of those being on Tuesday. Takes that one down low. 1-0 on Ruska. Beavers with single runs in the 2nd and the 4th, and they put up an 8 spot in the 5th. In there for a strike. Joey out of Walnut Creek, California, just a freshman for the Vikings. Predominantly a freshman team with just a sprinkling of sophomores on it. High fly ball, right center field. Balke's going after it. He's still going after it. He's not going to get there. That is down. Here comes a runner on third. He will score. It's a double for Ruska. The second run's also going to try. The throw is in. It's too late. Bounces off and going to third is Ruska. He's got himself a double, 2 RBIs, and it's now 10-2 in favor of the Beavers. So 3 runs batted in on the week, 2 on the game for Joey Ruska, and we're going to have a pinch hitter, it looks like. Dana Napoli is going to bat, number 29. The freshman will hit for John Curran.
Pitching for the Yellow Valley, number 29, Dana Napoli.
So Napoli comes up here, right-handed hitter with a runner at third base. 2 runs already in for the Vikings here in the inning. It's now 10-2. Curran was 0 for 2 in his time in there. Had hit the ball hard twice, once to right, once to left, but didn't have anything to show for it. And Napoli takes outside for a ball. Breaking ball is in there for a strike. Looks like Jake Morrell is warming up for the Beavers in the pen. Left-hander. 1 ball and 1 strike on Napoli. Line drive left field is going to hang up. Yes, it does. What a nice catch by Babada in left field, but it will be a sacrifice fly for Napoli. They're going to try to go to third to see if the runner left early, and he is safe. Great catch out there by Babada in left. Napoli gets himself an RBI, sacrifice fly. And it's now 10-3 in favor of the Beavers, but 1 out. Only actually had 7 runs batted in coming in the .258 average, so he picks up RBI number 8 with that line shot. And here's Dalen Shipp, who was fly to right and grounded into a double play. He bunts at it. It is a strike, 0-1. So 3 runs in the inning on 3 hits for the Vikings. Breaking ball misses outside. And in the top of the 6th, it's just the 6th inning. Still a lot of time left in this game. Fine catch by Babada out in the left field there. Popped up out of play by Shipp. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's following the lineup by, it'll be Zach Vassell, who came on to pitch and take that spot in the order. Breaking ball is down low. Remember, Malton started the game as the DP and as the pitcher, so he was batting in the lineup, in the hitting lineup, and also pitching. So he stayed in the game at second base, and Vassell takes over that batting spot from James Foley. It's lifted out. Short left center field. Coming on. It's going to drop in for a base hit. So Shipp gets himself his first hit of the game. 4th hit in the inning for the Vikings. And here's Zach Vassell. We're going to have a meeting at the mound here. We might get a pitching change from the ARC side. We'll take a break right now. It's the top of the 6th inning. Beavers lead this one 10-3.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Shout out to JRG Construction, the new sponsor of Stones Radio Network, 916-919-5959 to get in contact with them. Here's Vassell, his first at bat of the game. Takes a fastball right down the middle for a strike. Oh, and 1. That is down low for a ball. Might be the first at bat of the season for Zach. 1-1 now. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 1-2. Dalen Shipp at first base. His first hit of the game, getting a pretty good lead over there against the left-hander O'Connors. Popped up right side out of play by Zach Vassell. He's followed by Evan Mers, the third baseman. Vikings went down 10-0. They've struck with 4 hits and 3 runs here in the top of the 6th to break through against O'Connors. Still a big hill to climb, but not as big as it was before the inning. That is ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2. Looks like Rocky might have taken a powder. Got a little chilly for Rocky. 2-2 pitch, ball 3. To the amazement of some of the fans here who thought that Vassell should have been retired on one of the last 2 pitches, no offense. Inside, ball 4, so he works the walk. Runners now at second and first. Still just 1 out of the inning. That was on the fine catch by Babata, and here comes Evan Merce, the third baseman, who's flied to center and flied to right in this one. 7 hits allowed by Oconis, 4 of them in this inning. Left-hander against left-hander. Sails in a fastball high, 1-0. Oconis sailing through, not really amassing much of a pitch count through the first 5 innings. Probably almost doubled it here in the 6th so far. Sharply hit, ground ball into right field. That's a base hit. Coming around his Ship, he's going to be held as Balke gets to the ball very quickly in right field. And its base is loaded now. Still just 1 out, 5th hit of the inning. And we're going to have a pitching change now, it looks like, for the Beavers. We'll be back with the identity of that new pitcher right after this. We are top of the 6th inning from Beaver Field. Beavers up top 10-3.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then
respond.
run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to
yeah, I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause I
Generally,
know-
Fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Jake Morrell, the new pitcher for the Beavers, the sophomore out of Whitney, making his 6th appearance on the season. He is 0-1, 10 1/3 innings pitched by Jake, 10 2/3 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts and 12 walks. He will come on to face Darian Ship with the bases loaded here for the Vikings. They've already scored 3 times in the inning, and just 1 out, and that 1 out was a fine catch in left field by Marcus Babata on a sacrifice fly from the pinch hitter Napoli. So Beavers 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, and then 8 in the 5th. Vikings came back out, not deterred by that whatsoever, and they've cut into the 10-0 lead. It is 10-3. Dalen Ship is at 3rd. Vassell is at 2nd. At 1st is Mers, and here's Darian Ship, who's a solid single up the middle back in the 3rd and hit into a fielder's choice on a line drive to right field, which should have been a base hit, but Balke duped the runner into holding and threw him out at second base. First pitch is in there for a strike from Jake, 0-1. Elijah Scott, the number 9 hitter, on deck. Ship out of Vacaville, California. That one just misses the outside corner, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Darian Ship. Comes in at 222 on the year. Hit the ball hard, as we said, twice so far in this one. Chopper down third base. Way Griffith waits on it. It's going to go to second for one. Over to first will be too late for the double play, but the Beavers do get the second out. It's an RBI fielder's choice for Ship. Scoring is Dalen Ship. Moving to third now is Vassell. Over at first base is Darian Ship. 2 outs, and here's Elijah Scott, who's sacrificed and grounded to second. Time is called as the manager's going to come out and talk to the home plate umpire. Scott, a freshman out of Concord, California. Well, he hadn't quite made it to the home plate umpire yet. Let's see if we have a pinch runner, I think, at first base. Pinch runner for Ship, see if we can get a number there. As he will not conveniently turn around for us. I don't know if that kind of thing, well, there's a 1 and something, I'll tell you that right now. Looks like it's Marcus McLennan, freshman outfielder in there, number 18, and he's taking a big lead off at first base. Here's Morrell's pitch. Scott takes a ball, 1-0. So Marcus McLennan running for Ship, and we presume will take Darian's place out in left field. Scott swings and fouls that one in the catcher's glove. It's 1-1. 4 runs in for the Vikings here in the 6th. They've cut it to a 10-4 lead. Kind of made it a little more manageable. Big lead by McLennan at first base. He's going. There's the pitch. Breaking ball's in there for a strike. That was the most poorly disguised steal in the history of baseball. And I think Jake just said, I'm going to just get a strike on the batter, but now it puts McLennan into scoring position. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chopped foul down the third base line. Nice try by the third base coach, but kind of a half-hearted attempt over there. That was kind of a hard shot. I don't know if I'm putting the bare hand up on that one. Although, give him credit. I think he's wearing gloves down there. Well played. Well played, my friend. It's a man who's seen some baseball in some different weather conditions. Back to the plate, 1 ball and 2 strikes on Elijah Scott. Zach Ragland top of the order on deck. Breaking ball swung on and fouled. And Scott stays alive. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the freshman shortstop. 5 runs batted in on the campaign for Elijah. Came in the game at 250. Fouled again off the screen. Umpire goes to get a new ball. Doesn't have any. Doesn't have any. Whose fault is that? Man needs to be replenished. Of course, he can't allow his supply to get down so low, too. You got to resupply. You got to know. You got to have your inventory people on that. They got to be ordering it for you. 1-2. Line drive left center field. Coming over the center fielder, Winalski. That is down for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run. Throw to second base. Scott's going to go in head first. He's got himself a 2-run double. And the Vikings have cut this lead down. They now trail 10-6. Vassell scores and McLennan, the pinch runner, scores. And that stolen base looking pretty big right there. 6 runs on 6 hits in the inning. Scott gets the 2-run double. He now has 7 runs batted in on the season, and that'll bring up Zach Ragland. And the Vikings have batted around here in the 6th inning. They went down 10-0, and they put 6 back up on the board. And here's Ragland, who's got 2 hits in the game. Fastball inside corner for a strike. Zach singled in the first, singled in the 6th. Grounded to third, or in the 3rd inning, so he is 2 for 3, was 2 for 3 on Tuesday with an RBI and a run scored. Breaking ball in the dirt. Nice block by Hansen. 1 ball, 1 strike. So just 3 hits on the day for the Vikings. Before this 6th inning, they put 6 runs on 6 hits. Fastball misses, 2-1. Charlie Moulton, the second baseman, on deck. Inside again. 3-1. Zach Ragland, a freshman out of San Ramon, California. And his ball 4. Second walk in the inning issued by the Beavers pitchers. First and second now, and Charlie Moulton coming to the plate. 2 strikeouts in his first 2 appearances, but he singled and scored earlier in this inning, so Charlie is 1 for 3 in this game. Was 1 for 3 on Tuesday as well, with a run scored. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Anthony O'Connor with the first 5 and a third innings for the Beavers. Jake Morrell's come on here in the 6th inning. Right down the middle, strike 2. So quickly ahead of Charlie Moulton, 0-2. Joey Ruska, the catcher, on deck. Check swing, did he go? He did not go. Tough call for a base umpire who was just facing straight away the batter. Didn't look like he went, though. 1-2. Ragland at first, Scott at second. 1-2 coming up. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Big inning for the Vikings. They score 6 times. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's very close. Beavers 10, Vikings 6.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Pass swung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Top of the order for the Beavers in the bottom of the 6th as they've taken kind of a body blow there. They were enjoying a 10-0 lead for about 3 minutes. And the Vikings came back with 6th on top of this inning. So it's 10-6, and Griffiths will start us off against Zach Vassell, the third pitcher for the Vikings. His first pitch is in there for a strike. Griffiths has grounded to second. He has singled, been hit by a pitch, scored a run back in the 5th inning. Beavers had 8 in the 5th and then 6 in the top of the 6th for the Vikings. Griffiths inside for a ball. No activity right now for the Vikings in their pen. They've had Moulton, Eng, and now Vassell. High fastball. 2-1. Sharply out towards second base to Moulton. Scoops it up. Over to first for the out. So quickly one down here in the 6th for the Beavers, and that'll bring up Nick Golden. who has struck out, grounded out, and hit into a fielder's choice, got himself an RBI back in the 5th inning. So he is 0 for 3 with a run batted in. Just 2 for 8 coming into today. Takes a fastball outside from Vassila. Zach is a freshman out of Pleasant Hill, California, against Nick Golden, a freshman from El Camino High School. Sliced it foul down the left field line toward the bullpen of the Beavers. More activity down there as well. 1 ball and 1 strike. Weather's held off so far here. It's been a little chilly, but not too bad. Fastball just misses the outside corner, 2-1. Looks like Rocky's owner has turned Rocky over to somebody else to take care of Rocky for a little while, so she can go sit by Charlie up there, the retriever. And there's no fisticuffs or anything. Those two not really getting along, to my eyes anyway, to an outsider. That's down low, ball 3. 3-1. Vassal 14 and 3rd innings pitched and 15 walks so far on the year. Came on to shut down the Beavers in the 5th inning after they'd scored 8 runs. Got the first out here in the 6th inning as well. Outside, ball 4. So Golden is on with the base on balls. Brings up Darren Eels, who was grounded out, single to been hit by a pitch in this one. So Darren is 1 for 2, has scored 2 runs. Had 2 runs batted in on Tuesday in the Beavers' 8-3 win. Vikings had just 5 hits in that entire game. They had 6 hits in the top of the 6th inning here. And here's Darren out of Bear Creek High. Breaking ball misses inside, gets away from Ruska just for a second, but holding on is Nick Golden. Wide ball key to follow. Batting in the cleanup spot today for Coach Jay. Trying to get 2 wins in a row here against Diablo Valley to open Big 8 conference action. There goes the runner swinging a miss. The throw down to second base is going to be in time, and he is out at second base. Another one for Joy Ruska, throwing him out at second base. Big play right there. 2 outs now, and a 1 ball, 1 strike count on Darren Eels. Eels 180 coming in with 8 runs batted in. Takes that fastball outside. 2 balls, 1 strike on Darren. Inside, and that hit him. So he'll go down to first base. He's hit by a pitch for the second time. That one plunked him a little bit more than the first one did, and he's down there for Wyatt Balky. Wyatt has reached on an air, fly to center, and walked. He has scored twice. Came in at 372 with a home run and 7 runs batted in. Up here with 2 outs and 1 on. Off-speed pitch inside for a ball. Beavers like to put up at least 1 to blunt some of the momentum the Vikings got from the top of the inning, and when they put up the 6th spot, or the 6th pack, I guess you'd call it. A little sunshine over the top of Beaver Field here. Walkie hits a line drive into right field. Right fielder moving over. Nice play out there by Ship in right field for the 3rd out. So no runs, no hits, 1 left. We go to the top of the 7th. Beavers lead at 10-6.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Top of the 7th inning, Jake Morrell out on the mound for the Beavers. They lead at 10-6. Joey Ruska and then Dana Napoli and Zach Vassell will be our first three hitters. Inside for a ball, make that Dalen Shipp and then Zach Vassell. So first four hitters. Joey has fly to right single, then had a two-run double. He's also thrown a couple runners out at second base, so he has had an effective game behind the dish and at the plate for the Vikings. Came in at .333, picked up RBIs number 9 and 10 on the campaign. That one is right down the middle for a strike, so it's 2-1 on Joey, the freshman out of Walnut Creek. Breaking ball, nice pitch in there for a strike, evens it up at 2-2. Just when the great Chris Toy was talking about how it's going to be sunny for a while, and the breeze starts to blow in and chill me to the bones, Chris Toy. Oh, it was Stones McCoy who said that. Inside for a ball. But you could have owned it and said, yeah, it was you, but you throw Stones under the bus. That's, I don't know. I thought we had more brand loyalty at Stones Radio Networks. Maybe we got to have more, meetings and, retreats and stuff. I think we need more retreats. I was thinking Paris. Check swing inside, ball 4. Stones' idea of his retreat is getting himself to spring training. Doesn't matter what time of the year it is. I just got to go to spring training. How does that help the company? I don't know. I feel better about it. So here's Napoli, who came on to bat for John Kern in the 6th inning and hit a sacrifice fly and a bullet to left field. He takes it high and outside. Picked up his 8th run batted in of the season. Taking over for Kern at first base. He shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's inside, so it's 2-0 on Napoli. Or Napoli. Oh, Rocky's moved over to the other side. I like that. That's a good-looking pitch in there, 2-1. Rocky's the kind of dog, he can go around anywhere in the park. It doesn't matter. He's at home. As long as Charlie isn't chasing him. 2-1 pitch is inside and low, 3-1. Oh, they took Charlie all the way down there, huh? You can barely see the little guy. That is ball 4. So 2 consecutive walks here in the 7th. Puts runners at first and second with nobody out and brings up Dalen Shipp. Meeting at the mound for the Beavers. We're going to take a short break here as we may have a pitching change. It looks like we do have somebody coming in from the pen. So there will be a pitching change. Top of the 7th, Beavers on top by 4.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student-athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
Jose Vega, the new pitcher for the Beavers, 11 in the third innings, 14 strikeouts and 4 walks. He's 0-1 in the season, ERA just under 4. Freshman from Highlands coming on to try to stem the tide as the Beavers got out to the 10-0 lead after 5 innings, but the Vikings put up 6 in the top of the 6th, and they had the first 2 runners reach base here in the 7th and base on balls. So O'Connor, then Jake Morrell, and now Jose Vega. Big right-hander will face Dalen Shipp. Tatum is playing up at first. Up at third is Griffiths looking for the bunt. They're going to play the pickoff at second as Eels leaves the scene to try to pave the way for Reynolds to come in behind the runner. Ruska at second, but Joey is wise to their game, and he stays close. Vega throws in there for a ball, 1-0. Shipp has flied to right. He's hit into a double play, and he is singled and scored a run back in the 6th. So he is 1 for 3, came in at 179 with 4 runs batted in. Nobody out here in the 7th. That is in there for a strike. 1-1. Second time we've seen Vega. Very impressive the first time. Strong arm. The freshman. Coming in a tough situation here in the 7th inning as the Beavers try to get their second straight conference win. Line drive left center field. Moving over is Barbati's not going to be able to get it. He gets it on a hop and gets it in quickly to shortstop Darren Eels, holding the runner at third, but a single by Shipp. He is 2 for 4. The base is loaded now. And let's see who we've got. I think we've got a pinch. No, it's Zach Vassell, the left-hand hitting pitcher, who walked his first time up. I think he was batting right-handed, though. That was against the left-hander O'Connor or Morrow, so he's a switch hitter. Really pieced that one out. Pretty proud of myself, the way I worked through the clues on that one. That's hit on the left field. Barbada's going to come on, but that'll bounce in front of him. They sent their first run. The second runner they're also sending, but it's cut off, and Napoli goes back to third, so it's a single. Base is still loaded, an RBI for Vassell. Second hit of the inning, first run, still nobody out, and Evan Mers is the hitter, the third baseman. So now 10-7 in favor of the Beavers. Vikings have scored the last 7 runs. They've had 8 hits in the last inning plus. Fastball's in there for a strike. Marcus McLennan, who came on to run for Darian Shipp back in the 6th, is on deck. Took over for Darian in left field. That just misses the outside corner, evens the count up 1 ball and 1 strike on Evan Mers. He has flied to right, flied to center, and singled. Came in at 303, has 7 runs batted in. Chance to pick up a couple more here in the top of the 7th inning. That's in the dirt, blocked by Hansen. 2-1. Two-one pitch coming up. Popped up. Going to get out of play to our left. So evens it up at Mers. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Anthony O'Connor went first 5+ innings, then Jake Morrell, and now Jose Vega for ARC. They won 8-3 on Tuesday against the Vikings at DVC. They'll be back on Saturday to conclude this 3-game series. Breaking ball misses outside. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded. Still nobody out here in the 7th inning. 1 run across for the Vikings. It's belted to right field, but it'll be foul. Couple of bounces to the fence there for Mers, but it is 3-2, so he's waiting on fastball there. Turned on a little bit too quickly. And we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes as Rocky returns to the stands. 3-2 on Mers. Vega from the stretch in 3-2. Line drive, but that is foul again. So he's waited on 2 fastballs and turned on 2 fastballs. And we'll try it again, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mers, a sophomore from Brentwood, California, playing at third base for DVC in this one. Just 7 sophomores on the roster. Hit sharply past first base into right field. That's a base hit. Here comes the first one. Balke picks it up and gets it in, so it'll be station to station for the Vikings, but they put another run across the plate. Bases still loaded, and it's now 10-8 in favor of the Beavers. Mers with his 8th RBI of the season. And here comes McLennan. Marcus McLennan, a freshman. So now it is Mers at first, Vassell at second, Ship over at third. McLennan's first at bat of the game. 2 runs in the dirt for a ball. Balke came up with that very quickly in right field and kept Ship from trying to score. Still nobody out here in the 7th inning. Down in the dirt again and picked up by Hansen. 2-0 on McLennan. Elijah Scott, the shortstop, is next. That's in there for a strike from Jose Vega. 2-1 on McLennan. Came on to run for Darian Ship back in the 6th inning. Right-handed hitting, a left fielder. That's in the dirt, 3-1. 10-8. Beavers lead it. They led after 5, 10-0. Vikings put up 6 in the 6th, have 2 so far here in the 7th. Bases are loaded and nobody out. That's in there for a strike. Makes it a full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Check swing, and he's called strike 3. Big strike out there for Vega. 1 out. And Elijah Scott, who was sacrificed, grounded out, and had a 2-run double back in the 6th inning.
Great shortstop, Elijah Scott.
Freshman from Concord, California. Settles in with the bases still loaded. Now 1 out. Zach Ragland, the top of the order, on deck. Popped up right side, out of play. 0-1 now on Elijah Scott. Picked up RBI number 6 and 7 with that double back in the 6th inning. Came in at 250. He's 1 for 2 with the sacrifice today. Nice looking pitch right there. Vega took something off it. Breaking ball. 0-2 on Scott. That's lifted out to right field. Balky coming on, still coming on, makes a dive at it, can't get it. Runners move up, it'll be a single. Throw goes into the middle of the infield, picked up by third baseman Griffiths. It's a single by Scott, another RBI. Good try by Balky, nothing he could do. Chip scores, bases are still loaded. Third run is in, it's now 10-9, and here is Zach Ragland, the leadoff man, who is 2 for 3 so far in this game. Balky almost made the diving catch or sliding catch, and he was thinking of catching it and coming up and throwing, but hit off of his glove. It's a single for Scott. He has 3 runs batted in now, and it's a 10-9 score. Ragland takes it in there for a strike. Single in the first, grounded out in the third, singled and scored in the 6th, and then walked also in the 6th. Freshman from San Ramon out in center field for the Vikings. That just misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. It was 10-0. Now it's 10-9. Infield double play depth for the Beavers. Inside that hit him. So that's going to tie the game. The RBI hit by pitch, and the Vikings have come all the way back to tie this one at 10-10. And they still are threatening here in the top of the 7th. We're going to have another meeting at the mound, and we'll step away. Things have changed drastically in the last 30 minutes or so. We're in the top of the 7th. We're all tied at 10.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get out of the parking lot.
So we just moments ago, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jerry Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear something different.
He has his suit on and stuff.
So, so it's like, hey, fans, I'm different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the man.
Well,
see, so.
yeah.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today. When it comes to your home's
American
maintenance,
River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides students.
Back here at Beaver Field, we are tied at 10. Wyatt Winalski moves in from center field. He takes over the pitching duties, making his second appearance of the season. David Henry is now out in left field. Marcus Babada has moved from left to center. Charlie Malton is the hitter. Winalski's fastball is in there for a strike. Charlie, the ninth batter of the inning, has struck out 3 times and singled in this one, so he is 1 for 4. He started out on the mound for the Vikings a couple hours ago. He is now at second base. 0-1 now on Malton. In the dirt, 1-1. One ball, one strike. Bases loaded for the Vikings. 1 out here in the 7th. They have batted around for the second time in a row in this game. High fastball makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Joey Ruska, the catcher, on deck. No. Hitting in the number 3 spot. Line drive, left field, hit well over the head of Henry. That's going to go all the way to the fence. Here comes the second. That's going to clear the bases. And heading for third, the throw is going to be in time to get Malton at third base, but before he was out, he has cleared the bases and given the Vikings a 13-10 lead. It's a 3-run double for Malton. He is thrown out at third base. 7 runs in here for the inning for the Vikings now. 2 outs, and here is Joey Ruska. Fastball in there for a strike. So a complete turnaround of this game from the bottom of the 5th to now the top of the 7th. It was 10-0. Now it's 13-10. Check swing. Did he go? They ask, and no, he did not. A delayed response. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike on Ruska, who was fly to right, singled, doubled, and walked. Scored twice and thrown out a couple of runners on the bases from his catcher spot. It's a sharp grounder out to shortstop. Eels has it. In the dirt to Tatum, and it gets away. So it'll be an error on the throw. Ruska reaches first error of the game for the Beavers, and that will bring up Dana Napoli, who came on for John Curran back in the 6th inning, had a sacrifice fly, and then he walked in the 7th. Right-handed hitter. Picked up his 8th run batting of the season. Breaking balls inside for a ball. That one just misses outside, so it's 2-0. That's in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Seven runs on 5 hits for the Vikings in this one, and that is down low, 3-1. Dalen Shipp to follow. Popped out of play as the runner was going from first base. Three balls, 2 strikes. Throw over to first base, and the runner is back. outside, ball 4. Second walk in the inning for Napoli. Ruska moves down to second base. Still 2 outs, and Dalen Shipp will be the hitter. The right fielder is flied to right, hit into a double play, and then he's singled twice, so he is 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Out of Vacaville, California, the freshman. Hits it high up in the air, but foul over past outside the first base dugout. 0-1 on Shipp. Zach Vassell on deck, who came on to pitch in the 5th inning. And now he is the pitcher of record for the Vikings. Check swing. And it is ball 1. 1-1 on Shipp. That is on the inside corner. Call strike 2. 1-2 on Shipp. Came in at 179 with 4 runs batted in. 2 for 4 today to this point. High and outside. 7 runs in for the Vikings here in the 7th. They have 2 outs, 2 on. 14 hits in the game for Diablo Valley after just 5 the other day. Breaking ball swung on and missed. 7 runs, 5 hits. They left 2. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Now Beavers trail by 3.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Well, unlikely as it might have seemed after 5 innings, the Beavers with an uphill climb here as we move into the bottom of the 7th. They trail 13-10. Jaden Reynolds, Duncan Hansen, Wyatt Winalski will come to the plate against the third pitcher, Zach Vassell. He came on in the 5th inning, and then through the 6th, he walked one batter, hit a batter in the 6th, but got out without any harm being done from the Beavers. And here's Reynolds, who was singled, walked, and sacrificed. So he is 1 for 1 so far in the game. Scored a run, has driven in a run. Takes that one right down the middle. 0-1. Vassell came in at 0-2 on the season. So he's looking for his first win, in line for his first win here. Reynolds takes it way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swings and misses at that fastball. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Vikings with 6 runs in the 6th and 7 runs in the 7th, which I hope does not portend 8 runs in the 8th and 9 runs in the 9th. I don't know that I could take that. Outside for a ball. Beavers had a big 5th inning. They got 8 runs in the 5th after single runs in the 2nd and 4th. And they were riding high with a 10-0 lead, and now they find themselves on the other end of the stick. 13-10 activity in the pen for the Vikings. Sails outside from Vassell. 3 balls now and 2 strikes. Reynolds opening up the bottom of the 7th. No reason the Beavers can't do exactly what the Vikings did. Come back off the canvas and throw a couple of punches themselves. Hansen and Winalski to follow Jaden Reynolds here in the 7th. Inside corner, call strike 3. Reynolds is out on strikes for the first out. Believe that is just the 3rd strikeout of the game for the Vikings pitchers, but an important one is it opens up the bottom of the 7th. Here's Duncan Hansen. He's got an RBI ground out into a fielder's choice and had a 2-run single. So he is 1 for 3 with 3 runs batted in. He has reached double digits with 10 RBI. Outside, number 36, Sean Vieira, the freshman, warming up in the pen for DVC. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. 1-0 count on Hansen. Duncan takes on the inside corner, evens the count at 1-1. Wyatt Winalski, who is now the pitcher, on deck. Hansen chops one. That is nice play at third base across the diamond. And he's out at first base. What a play by Merz at third base. And staying on the bag at first is Napoli, and Hansen is out. Could have gone wrong at third base or at first base, and they pulled them both off, did the Vikings. And so Hansen is down for the 2nd out of the inning, and that'll bring up Wyatt Winalski, who was the pitcher, as walked, struck out, and reached on an error. So that was a fine play by the Vikings, who defensively have not played that solid of a game up until that play. Winalski takes a ball. Committed 3 errors so far in this contest, but a gem by Merz right there. Willie Tatum to follow if Winalski can get something started with 2 outs here. Line drive right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. Makes that play even bigger by Merz as Winalski comes through with a single. That is the 7th hit for the Beavers. And Willie Tatum comes to the plate. A couple of ground outs and a fly out for Willie, a pop out. He does have an RBI in this one, so he has 6 of them on the season. Winalski at first with 2 outs. Tatum takes an off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Gets away from Rushka for a second, but he tracks it down before Winalski can advance. Tatum, a sophomore out of Grant High School, 0 for 3 with the RBI in this one. Takes that one outside for a ball. Marcus Babada, who is now in center field, on deck for ARC. 5-8 on the season for the Beavers. 1-0 in conference play after the win on Tuesday. Tatum takes that one for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike on Willie. Tatum chops it foul toward the dugout on the third base side, so he evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Willie. Next time we'll be on the air, weather permitting, Saturday at noontime. We're over at Becky Russ Field for a softball doubleheader between the Beavers and the Hawks from Cosumnes River College. Big 8 conference action. Tatum takes inside, so the count now full with 2 outs here in the 7th. Beavers picked up a big win on the road against Santa Rosa earlier this week, so they are 2-1 in Big 8 conference on the softball side. Hawks are very highly ranked in Northern California, so it should be a good one if Mother Nature allows it. 3-2 pitch, fouled away by Willie Tatum. So we'll do it again at 3-2 as having to go back to first, Wyatt Winalski. Malton started on the hill, then Ang came in. Kendall Ang came in for just a couple of batters before Zach Vassell took over in the 5th. He's been out there ever since. 3-2 pitch coming to Tatum. Chopped out to shortstop. Scott has it across the diamond. Throw is going to take him off the bag. Gets away, and I think the Willie's foot hit the head of the first baseman. So we'll take it. I think that's Napoli over there. We're going to have a time. Take a little time. It is an error, and Tatum is at first. Going over to third is Winalski. But more importantly, we'll see how everybody is doing after that collision. Napoli came off to try to glove the ball. It was on his left side, and he contacted Willie Tatum's foot. Looks like Napoli is okay, and Tatum is going to be okay as well. So it'll be first and third, the 4th error by the Vikings. Just a little bit more care given to each member of that play out there as Napoli is being questioned by the umpires, making sure he is okay. And Willie are going to slap hands and everything. Just a play where Tatum's going one way and the first baseman's going the other way trying to get the ball. And nothing anybody could do about it, but it's a big play in this inning because it keeps it alive for the Beavers. First and third now, 2 outs, and Babada coming to the play. Marcus is grounded out, doubled, and struck out. So he is 1 for 3. Started out in left field, now he's in center field. Up here in a big spot here in the 7th inning. Brett Griffiths, the leadoff man on deck. Bovada swings, and it's a line drive into short left center field. That's a base hit. Tatum round second. He's going to stay there, and Bovada comes up with the RBI, and the Beavers have put 1 back on the board. They now trail it by 2 at 13-11. Bovada picks up RBI number 5. Winalski scores, and here's Brett Griffiths. So an unearned run there again for the Beavers, but they don't care. They need them any way they can get them. They were up 10, now they're down 2. And Griffiths, who was grounded out, singled, but hit by a pitch and grounded out again. Vassal's pitch is a slow roller out towards short. Scott has it on the run, throws to first, and gets him by a step at first base. 1 run, 2 hits, at left 2. We go to the top of the 8th. It's the Vikings 13, the Beavers 11.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies, and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't really
run
respond.
away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to
yeah,
sound
I don't know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. We are back in the top of the eighth. Another new pitcher. This time it is Luke Austin, the sophomore from Rosemont High in Minnesota. He will take over. The fifth pitcher of the day. O'Connor started, then Morel, Vega, Winalski, and now Austin. His sixth appearance of the season, 0-2 with a 4.26 earned run average for Luke. A left-hander is going to face Zach Vassell, his opposite number, in there for a strike. Although Jake Vassell's a pretty good name for a private eye, I think. Not for Zach. He's actually not a private eye. He's the pitcher. He has walked and singled, got himself an RBI as well in this one, as he's had a lot of activity since coming in the game back in the bottom of the fifth inning. Walked and scored in the sixth, singled in a run, and then scored in the seventh. Swing and a miss. 1-2. He's followed by Evan Murs and then Marcus McLennan here in the top of the eighth inning. 13-11 for the Vikings. High fly ball center field. Barbada is going to give ground, but he's got plenty of room out there and makes the catch. The ball hit well, but a lot of room in dead center field. And Vassell is out for the first time today. And Evan Murs coming to the plate. The third baseman is flied to right, flied to center, singled, and then singled again in his second single. Got himself a run batted in, number 8 on the season for Evan. Sophomore from Brentwood. Left-hander against left-hander here. Nice breaking ball from Austin for a strike. All of his other appearances, I believe, have been starts this season. Pours that one, I thought, in there, but the umpire disagrees, so we'll have to go with what he said. 1 ball in, 1 strike. Rocky is settling in there, not just settling down the third base line. Got a little umbrella over him. That's a little chopper is going to be by. That's going to be a tough play at second base. Picked up and thrown to first, but not in time. A lot of weird spin on that one, and Murs has his third hit in a row, third hit of the game. Hit number 15 for the Vikings, and that'll bring up Marcus McLennan, who came on as a pinch runner and then scored a run in the sixth and then struck out in the seventh. So he is 0 for 1. Murs with the infield single, and now here comes the manager. Looks like we might get a runner maybe for Murs. Oh, no, he's just going to have a little chat. Well, he didn't need to make a big deal out of that, you know. He's just going to, you know, hey, this is what's going to go on, you know. Of course, that's why you have guys at third, so you can give them signals and stuff. Since my meteorologist, the Stones Radio Network's meteorologist, Chris Toy, has said it's going to rain now in, 11 minutes, Chris? Yeah, 11 minutes. So I don't know, maybe the coach knows that. I don't know what it benefits him. But we have a staff meteorologist, and he says 11 minutes. Bunt, that's a nice bunt. Pitcher Austin with a nice play. Scoops it over to first base. A good sacrifice bunt that time by McLennan. Moving the runner to second. And with 2 outs, it's Elijah Scott, who has sacrificed. He is grounded to second. He has a 2-run double, and he has an RBI single. So 2 for 3 with 3 runs batted in for Elijah. Gets his season total up to 8 on the season. Concord freshman. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Zach Racklin, the top of the order on deck for the Vikings. Luke Austin, the 5th pitcher for the Beavers. Trying to keep the Vikings right where they are and allow his team a chance to claw back into it. Inside and high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Another breaking ball. Beautiful pitch by Luke. 1-2. Murs out at second base. 2 outs here in the 8th. Chopper, a nice play by Austin on the mound, throws to first and gets him. Good inning for Austin. Allows 1 run, or 1 hit. No runs. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Beavers trail it by 2.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, it was the most rewarding part about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Bottom of the 8th inning from Beaver Field. Vikings lead by 2. David Henry will make his first appearance at the plate. He came on when Wyatt Winalski came into pitch, and he went out into left field. That was back in the 7th inning. So he's at the plate for his first time today against Zach Vassell. That is in there for a called strike. David 2 for 10 on the season so far. He does have a run batted in. Freshman from El Camino High School. Chopper into the hole. That's going to be a tough play for Scott across the diamond. It won't be in time, and Henry has himself an infield single. So Henry is on at first base. There's no way Elijah Scott can make that play. A big chopper. He finally got to it in the hole. And Henry is safe at first base. And here's Darren Eels. Still activity in the bullpen. It looks like Jesse Moore, left-hander, out there. And we'll have a meeting at the mound for the Vikings. And I believe this might be it for Zach Vassell. We're going to take a break here and come back. Bottom of the 8th, Beavers trail by 2.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to
yeah, I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy. You
Yeah.
see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Jesse Moore, the new pitcher for the Vikings out of San Ramon. He is making his 5th appearance, 1-2 on the year, 6.35 ERA, 14 strikeouts, 12 walks in 17 innings. He's coming on with a 2-run lead. A runner at first base is David Henry, and Darren Eels is coming to the plate. He has grounded out, singled, and been hit by a pitch twice, not by the same pitch, 2 different occasions. And the sophomore comes up here out of Bear Creek High in Stockton. His team trailing 13-11 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Wide Balky on deck. Another freshman, Jesse Moore. He's going to go to first base, and getting back is David Henry. Now Pulley is at first base. Malton at second base. Scott at shortstop. Mers at third. McLennan in left. Ragland in center. And Ship in right. Breaking ball on the corner for a strike. 0-1 to Darren Eels. Moore going to first again. Kind of leaning there the wrong way for a while, but the throw a little bit off target. Henry Sid is the 9th hit for the Beavers in this one. 0-1 to Darren Eels. Breaking ball gets away and picked up too late, and going into second base with a head first slide is David Henry. So he's in scoring position with nobody out. 1 ball, 1 strike count on Darren Eels. Malton started in Eng, then Vassell, and now Moore. It's like Logan Wortman, a right-hander, is working in the pen for the Vikings. Breaking ball, just misses that outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Activity also in the pen looks like for the Beavers, kind of tough to tell. It looks like a right-hander throwing down there as Austin came on in the 8th inning. Eel swings and misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Darren. Malton kind of holding the runner, shadowing the runner around at second base. So there's a little bit of an opening between first and second as Moore checks his wristband to see what pitch to throw, or what pitch is being called. Breaking ball chopped down the third base line, foul. Eels really saved himself right there. That was almost in the catcher's glove, and he managed to spoil it. So we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bottom of the 8th inning, Beavers trail it by 2. They were ahead by 10 after 5. And the Vikings put 13 runs up on the board in the 6th and 7th inning. Beavers struck back with 1 in the 7th, and that's where we are here in the 8th. Popped up out of play by Darren Eels. Another off-speed pitch from Moore. A couple of umbrellas being deployed, although Rocky is not under the umbrella anymore down the third baseline. Rocky's kind of just looking around. I think he's kind of checking the weather out. I don't know if he trusts the Chris Toy staff meteorologist report. Chopped down the third baseline. That, I think, is a fair ball. What a fine play by Mers to throw him out at first base. That's a really good play by Evan Mers down at third base. He had to go to his right, backhand it, and gun it across the diamond to get Eels. Staying at second base is David Henry, and with 1 out, it's Wyatt Balky. So an excellent play by the Vikings. They haven't always been good defensively in this one, but that was an excellent play. Mercer, I think that's 2 key moments for him defensively in the last couple of innings. Here's Balke in the dirt with an off-speed pitch. Wyatt is reached on an air, flied to center, walked, and flied to right. Scored 2 runs in this game. Came in at 372 with a home run and 7 runs batted in. Breaking ball misses the outside corner, 2-0. David Henry at second base, 1 out here in the 8th. It's like Ben Hansen on deck to bat in the Jaden Reynolds spot. Balke watches the fastball getting there for a strike, so it's 2-1. So with the left-hander more on the mound, it looks like Coach Jay will go to Ben Hansen, freshman from Woodland, but that's a batter away still. And Balke with a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Inside, ball 3. Nice block by Reska behind the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike on Balke. He has a home run on the season. (3-1) coming up. Chopped down to third again. Mers has it on the big hop. Goes across the diamond in the dirt. Scooped up out there. No, it gets away at first base. Here comes Henry going to round third. They're going to hold him up. So another missed throw by the Vikings. And Balke is at his second base. Henry is at third with just 1 out. That's the 5th error for the Vikings. As Poli almost scooped that one out at first base and couldn't do it. And here's Hansen. So Hansen comes on for Reynolds, who was 1 for 2. Had an RBI, had a run scored. And now here's Ben Hansen. Infield, well, I thought the infield might come in, but doesn't look like it is. Hansen hitting at that ball is high. Hansen 3 for 10 on the season, so 300. The freshman out of Woodland in a big spot right here. 1 ball and no strikes. Chops it right out in front of the plate. Not going to get a run in. Picked up by Moore. He throws to first and gets him. So a big out right there for the Vikings. 2 outs, and here's Duncan Hansen. Hansen is grounded out, hit into a fielder's choice, singled and grounded out again. He's 1 for 4. He does have 3 runs batted in on the game. RBI ground out in the second and a 2-run single in the 5th. And he's up here in a key spot. He had 2 runs batted in on Tuesday, so 5 so far this week. And he's got runners at second and third and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Jess Moore, the 4th pitcher for the Vikings. The left-hander delivers. Hansen takes outside for a ball on the breaking ball. Luke Austin on deck. Another breaking ball outside. So Austin is on deck, and you have to wonder if they're going to put him on. They're going to put Hansen on, which is a smart move because he's obviously a hitter. Austin has not hit so far this season. Let's see what Coach Jay is going to do. It looks like he's got another pinch hitter coming out. Looks like it's Jack Williamson. So Williamson will come up and hit for Austin. So Jack Williamson, the freshman from Jesuit, will be the new hitter. 0 for 9 so far on the season with a run scored. And a meeting at the mound for the Vikings. I think I need a breath, so we're going to take a short break here. We have the bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th, and the Beavers trail it by 2.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student-athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
So it's Williamson against Jesse Moore. The left-hander stays out on the mound. The bases are loaded. And Williamson at the plate. Breaking ball is in there for a strike, 0-1. Henry is at third. Balke is at second. Hanson over at first after the intentional pass. Williamson hitting for Austin. Breaking ball in there, call strike 2. Willie Tatum to follow. That breaking ball is a little too far outside, so it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Williamson. Breaking ball misses again, so it's 2-2 on Williamson. As the rain drops, as predicted by our staff meteorologist, start to splatter here at Beaver Field. Hopefully Rocky is under the umbrella. He is. He's got enough sense to run toward the umbrella. 2-2 coming up to Jack Williamson. That is called strike 3. Beavers leave 3. We go to the 9th. They trail it 13-11.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Top of the 9th inning from Beaver Field, 13-11 in favor of the Vikings. Randy Payne is going to take the mound for the Beavers. The right-hander, the freshman from Del Campo, the 6th pitcher for ARC, making his 3rd appearance of the season, 5 2/3 innings, 0-1 on the campaign. He will face the top of the order. That's Zach Ragland, Charlie Moulton, and Joey Ruska. 1, 2, and 3. As Randy gets done with his warm-up tosses and Ragland comes to the plate, he's singled, grounded out, singled, walked, and been hit by a pitch. He has a run scored. He has a run batted in. Been on base 4 times in this one. 2 for 3, a walk and a hit by pitch. Payne's first pitch is a breaking ball, and he is hit again. Make that 5 times on base out of 6. He's down at first base, and here's Charlie Moulton, who struck out 3 times but singled and doubled as well, and that double, a 3-run double, back in the 7th inning. He was thrown out at third trying to stretch it, but still it drove in 3 runs. Freshman from Pleasant Hill shows the bunt, takes it. He started off the game as the pitcher a long time ago, since he has moved over to second base. Ragland leading at first. Payne going to scare him back a little bit with a throw to Willie Tatum. Payne tries it again, and going back is Ragland. And I do agree with Randy. I think Zach is probably going to take off here sooner rather than later. Swing and a miss. Pounded the catcher's glove to be more accurately. And be more accurate. 0-2 now on Charlie Moulton. Joey Ruska is on deck, the catcher. Good lead at first. The 0-2 pitch is hit sharply down to third off the glove of Griffiths. It pops straight up in the air. It'll be an error, and it'll be first and second for the Vikings. Second error for the Beavers in this one. 2 on, nobody out, and Ruska, the catcher, coming to the plate. He's flied out, singled, doubled, walked, and then reached on an error. Has 2 runs batted in, getting him up to 10 for the season. Let's see if perhaps he is sacrificing with Napoli on deck, and he shows bunt. Breaking pitch is in there for a strike. Ruska let it go. Coming in as Tatum. It's bunted, but it's foul. So we'll see if the Vikings take the sacrifice off as Ruska's down 0-2. O'Connor, Morrell, Vega, Winowski, Austin, and now Randy Payne for the Beavers. Misses 1-2. Vikings did all their damage in the 6th and the 7th, scoring 6 times in the 6th and 7 times in the 7th. They lead 13-11. They're threatening here with runners at first and second and nobody out in the 9th. 1-2 pitch. Fouled out of play. Stays 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tip of the cap to the Hardy fans who are still out here checking this one out as the weather has taken a turn, as our staff meteorologist predicted it would. We got a couple of umbrellas. We got some blankets. We got a lot of hoodies. And we've got some fans hanging out. And, of course, Rocky the dog is still here down the third base line. His nemesis, Charlie, I think, has taken off. Couldn't handle it. Payne going to throw back to second base to Eels, but Ragland is back easily. Stays 1-2. In the dirt, nice block by Hansen. Picks it up and runners scamper back to their respective spots. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Duncan Hansen behind the plate, flashing the signs out to Randy Payne. 2-2 as a breaking ball gets away, and runners are going to move up to second and third. Call is ball 3, so a full count now to Ruska, but he's got 2 runners in scoring position. Line drive, base hit left center field. That'll score 2 and make it 15-11, and Ruska has himself 4 runs batted in on the day. So 15-11 the score now. 16 hits for the Vikings. 4 runs batted in for Ruska. He now has 12, and here's Dana Napoli. Came on and has a couple of walks and a sacrifice fly since coming on in the 6th inning. So not an official at bat, and he does have an RBI and a run scored, and he takes that one inside for a ball, 1-0. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Throw back to first base is not in time. Count is even, 1 ball and 1 strike on Dana Napoli. Dalen Ship to follow. Shows bunt again. Pulls it back and it's outside. Scooped up by Hansen. 2-1. Beavers will have the 8, 9, and 1 spots. Tatum, Babada, and Griffith when they come to the plate in the bottom of the 9th, but they now trail it by 4 at 15-11. Still nobody out here. That one right down the middle for a call strike. Evens it up 2-2. 2 teams finish up this series on Saturday, weather permitting, at Diablo Valley. The 2 o'clock start. Outside for a ball. Full count now on Napoli. Beavers are back home. That'll be on Thursday, March 7th, 2 p.m. We'll be hosting Folsom Lake College. We'll be on the air for that one. 3-2 pitch is high, ball 4. So Napoli, since he's come in, has been up to the plate 4 times, does not have an official at bat. He is on for the 3rd time, and here's Dalen Ship. Couple of singles, 2 for 5 for Dalen. Right-handed hitting right fielder. He shows bunt, pulls it back for a ball, 1-0. Zach Vassell on deck. Actually, that'll be Jesse Moore who came on for Vassell. Bunts at it but fouls it back to the screen. Willie Tatum was way up at first base. So 1-1 on Ship. More to follow than Mers. Tatum once again up close. Griffiths coming up close at 3rd. Shows bunt, bunts it right back to the mound. Picked up by Tatum and not going to be able to make a play. There was nobody covering first anyway. So it's going to be a sacrifice, and the bases are now loaded for the Vikings, and at first base is Ship. Tatum came all the way in, but no one was covering behind him. At first base, he was looking to go to 3rd. Couldn't make the pickup, but it was an excellent bunt by Ship. He gets credit for the sacrifice. Bases loaded, nobody out, and here's Jesse Moore for his first appearance at the plate. He takes that one inside. Vassell was very impressive while he was in there batting in that spot. Picked up a walk, an RBI single, and a flyout. And now it's Jesse Moore. Pops that one up. Medium deep center field. Babada has it. That's going to be deep enough. They're going to throw it to third. It'll be a sacrifice fly. So the relief pitcher spot for the Vikings has been very effective here as a sacrifice fly by Moore plates Ruska. It's the third run of the inning, and it's now 16-11 for the Vikings. So here's Evan Mers, who has 3 hits and 2 flyouts. So he is 3 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. He's up here with 1 out and 2 on. He hits it high up in the air to right field. Coming in is Balky, still coming in. He's going to make the running catch for the second out. So Balky with the running catch. It looked like Hansen at second base was maybe going to be able to make the play. That'll bring up Marcus McLennan, who came on as a pinch runner and since has struck out and sacrificed. Takes that one in there for a strike. So it's 0-1 on Marcus McLennan, freshman outfielder. He takes that one for a call strike as well, 0-2. Runners at first and second, now 2 outs here in the ninth. 3 runs in for the Vikings. Fastball misses high and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball's hit high up in the air left field. Henry makes the catch in left center. 3 runs, 1 hit. Left a couple. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Last chance for the Beavers. They trail 16-11.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Logan Workman is the new pitcher. Number 25, the sophomore right-hander, taken over for the Vikings here in the bottom of the ninth. He is the 5th pitcher. Malton started, then Eng, then Vassell, Moore, and now Wortman. He will take on Willie Tatum, then Marcus Babada, and then Brett Griffiths. So Tatum is 0 for 4. He has an RBI in the game. Beavers with the big task. They trail at 16-11. Willie steps in. First pitch is outside for a ball. Get the low down here on Wortman, making his 9th appearance. He is 0-1 on the season. He does have a save. Sails that one high. 5 2/3 innings. He has struck out 6. He has walked 5. So he's on here to close this one out. Not exactly a save situation, but he's out here to close it out for the Vikings. That is in there for a strike, 2-1. And what would have to be a sweet victory as they trailed 10-0 after 5 innings. Put 16 runs up on the board in their last 4 at-bats. And they lead it 16-11. Sharply down to third. Merce has it. Going to take his time across the diamond and get him by 2 steps at first base. So 1 out here in the 9th inning, and that'll bring up Marcus Babada, who's grounded out, doubled, struck out, and singled. He singled in a run back in the 7th, so he is 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. Left-handed hitting center fielder, started off in left. Against Wortman. And misses outside, so it's 1-0. Brett Griffiths tops the order on deck. Zach Vassell slated to be the pitcher of record, I believe, here for the Vikings in this one. If they pull it out, that one's a strike. He was the 3rd of now 5 pitchers for Diablo Valley as they're trying to get their 4th win of the season and their first win in Big 8 conference play. That one misses. 2-1. Line drive right field. That might hold up out there for Ship. He comes in and makes the catch for the 2nd out. So hit well by Babada, but he flies out to right field. 2 outs now. Brings up Brett Griffiths, who was grounded out, singled, been hit by a pitch, and then grounded out 2 more times to make it a 1 for 4 day. He has scored a run. David Henry on deck if Brett can start something here in the bottom of the 9th. Now 2 outs. Breaking ball's in there for a strike. Reminder, next time we are slated to be on air here at ARC Athletics YouTube, also Stones Radio Network's YouTube, Saturday at noon, a doubleheader over at Becky Russ Field with the Beavers hosting the Simmons River College Hawks. That's outside. Check us out there on, again, Stones Radio Networks or ARC Athletics YouTube. Subscribe to both. Never miss a game. A lot of softball, a lot of baseball coming up in the next 2 months here from AR. Big 8 conference action on the softball diamond and the baseball diamond. Outside to Brett. 2 balls and 1 strike. Also catch up on a very, very interesting and entertaining conference basketball season. Tamai Mancuso and Nick Graves both named first team all-conference. You can see all their home games in conference by checking out those YouTube channels. That's fouled by Griffiths. A couple of 40-point games in there. I think Tamai had a 50-point game as well, but we didn't. That was not in conference play, but Graves had a 42, and I think Mancuso had 2 40s. In conference play, and both of them first-team all-league. Got a couple of overtime games, as we always do, it seems like, including the annual Delta American River College double overtime home game. 2-2. Foul back to the screen again. So 2 balls and 2 strikes it holds. Wortman, the 5th pitcher. One of just 7 sophomores on the Vikings roster. 2-2. Good job by Griffiths to hold up on the breaking ball. Takes it 3 balls and 2 strikes. Give a thank you to the umpires in this game. They had some, some disagreements with people early on, but they've been out there a long time doing a good job. Fouled out of play by Brett Griffiths again. Had to have a little heated exchange with the Vikings bench early in the contest. That goes with the territory. If you're not having at least one good, spat, you're not doing your job. Line drive into right center field, giving chase and making a diving catch in center field is Ragland. So the Vikings close it out with an excellent defensive play on a day they weren't always excellent defensively, but they come back very impressively. Down 10-0 after 5 innings. They put 16 runs up on the board. Your final score, Diablo Valley 16, American River College 11. The 2 teams will meet again on Saturday to end the series. We'll be back next Thursday for more American River College baseball action, and Saturday for some softball. Our final score again, Beavers lose it 16-11 for me, Mark the Phantom Lowe, and for Chris Toy and the great Stones McCoy. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.